Hello,
Hello.
good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay,
My name is Deep Sen Gupta.
okay. I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing good. Thank you, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good too. So,
Okay.
before starting the session, I would like to give brief introduction about myself.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, see, I have 8+ years industry experience in which currently I'm working as SAP HCM functional consultant from past 6 years. And I am certified SAP HCM consultant, and I have experience in handling clients from USA and Swiss, and mostly I'm handling projects such as implementation, support, rollouts. Okay, so now let's start the session. See, today I am going to talk about SAP HR, and we are going to learn about what SAP HR is all about. Then what are the modules of SAP HR we have, and also other modules that SAP provides. Okay, so let's get started. Let me share my screen.
Yes, ma'am. I can see your screen.
Okay, so now see, here you can find the agenda, or you can say the objectives of this session would be about SAP R3 system and its functionality and its implementation methodology. Now, why we call it as R3 system? R stands for realization and 3 is 3-tier architecture. So we call it SAP R3 system. Now, if I talk about what is SAP, then SAP stands for System Applications and Products in data processing. Now, it contains integrated data, right? So, what we mean by integrated data is all the business processes, like suppose your HR, marketing, then your sales and distribution, finance, all are executed in one single system. Okay, so that's what is SAP system. And here they share one common information with each other. So the thing is, data will be restricted, but it can be viewable, but you cannot modify. So suppose as an example, suppose someone is working as SAP HR consultant, and they want to access the other modules, like suppose finance, sales and distribution, or marketing, then he or she will be able to view that data which he or she is looking for. But they cannot modify other modules data because it is already restricted. So the main feature is it is one of the integrated system, and all the business processes are working together in one single system. So you can say this is one of the major benefit of using SAP. So this is your SAP. Now it is a German-based IT software company, and it has presence almost in all the sectors. Okay, like they are in finance, then they are in manufacturing, then logistics, distribution. Okay, so they are present in all the domains. Now, SAP is one of the ERP systems. Now, what we mean about ERP? See, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. So, Enterprise Resource Planning is what? It supports, you can say the entire business, or you can say the entire enterprise, then company, in organizing, then planning, then maintaining, then tracking, and utilization of their resources in an effective way. So, utilization of resources means they are man, machine, money. There are three M's in one company, which we mean by resources of that company. So the planning, then organizing, planning, maintaining, and utilization of resources in an effective way. That's the ERP system basically does. Now, SAP is one of the ERP systems. Okay. So ERP system, what it integrates all the operational units like finance, HR, sales, marketing, procurement. So it integrates all operational units. So as SAP is an ERP system, so it will also integrate all the business processes in one system. Now, in market there are other ERPs also available. Like we have Workday, we have Oracle Labs, we have PeopleSoft, and many more. But SAP, you can say, is the more beneficial over them. Why more beneficial? That I'll explain you later. But this is the overview of your SAP. Now, if I go to the history of it, then it started in the year of 1972. Now, there were 5 engineers, you can say, who were working in IBM company who started it. And in 1973, they launched it. And when it launched, it was SAP R1. Then we had SAP R2. And in the year of 1992, SAP R3 launched. Okay. Now, what we mean by R3, as I said earlier, is realization. R stands for realization, and it's a 3-tier architecture. Now, what is 3-tier architecture? See, before moving to that, see here you can see the details which I already explained. SAP stands for System Application and Product. Then, yes, we have now more than 10 million users and more than 30,000 installations. Then we have 1,000 partners. Now it's more than 1,000. Then 21 industry solutions. Then mostly Fortune 500 companies. They are the customer of SAP. Okay, and SAP is 4th largest software company in the world. And SAP's ERP system is a business software package which integrates all the areas of a business, like I explained earlier. Okay. So now, what is 3-tier architecture? See, 3-tier, here we have presentation layer, then we have application layer and database layer. Now, what is presentation layer? Now, see, when you are going to work in a company, so there what you will be doing, first you will be gathering some inputs for doing that particular project. Okay, you will be sitting with clients, and then you will be you will gather information, then some plans you will be doing. So the inputs which we need for doing that particular project, that we handle in presentation layer. Okay. Now, we have application layer. What we do in application layer? See, application layer, to do that project, or you can say to do those configurations or the customizations required by the client, we need some applications, right, to do all those configurations. So that part we take care in the application layer. And also, like suppose we are going to use some logic to run that application, so that those parts we take care in the application layer. So it is all about, this area is all about your configurations or customization. Okay. Now last, it is database layer. So the outcome data you can say, or the data we get from the customized data which we receive from application layer, that gets stored in the database layer. So this is the third layer. Now in interview you might face that they will be asking you why it is called as R3 architecture. So that time you should explain in this way that it is a real time and it has 3-tier architecture. That is your presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So we call it 3-tier architecture. So this is the brief about your SAP. Now, in SAP we have lot of modules. Okay, mostly we have 3 categories there. So one is technical modules. So technical modules are what we have SAP ABAP. Then we have SAP Basis, we have Xi. Okay. So in technical module, what we do some programming, or you can say coding. Then we write logic. Okay. Then we run some tests. Then there are programs, forms, reports. So those parts are taken care into the technical modules. So these are done by technical consultants. Now, see, there are wide ranges of functional modules. So what are the functional modules we have? We have FI, finance, then we have CO controlling, then we have MM, material management, then we have SD, supply and distribution, then we have HR, human resource. Now we call it as HCM, human capital management. So there are a lot of functional modules. Okay. So these are handled by functional consultants. Now, there are one more module, there is one more module, okay? That is your techno-functional module. So what is techno-functional module? Suppose one consultant is already working on one technical module. Suppose they are working on ABAP. And with that, he or the person is using one functional module, either HR or finance or marketing. So that time we call it them as techno-functional consultants. So they are technical person with one functional. They are also handling one functional module. So they are known as techno-functional consultants. Okay. So these are your modules, and you can say the job roles. Now we have another module also, that is SAP security. See, when you will join the company and you will start working on SAP software, then you will be given some login credentials, okay, like user ID, password. Then also you will be given the client. So those parts are taken care by the SAP security. Fine. So you can say yes, that is another module. So yes, these are the types of modules we have. Now, all these modules are integrated in one system. See, here you can find SAP R3 application. See, these modules are there. See, you can see sales and distribution. Then we have MM, materials management. We have PP, production planning. Then plant maintenance. We have human resources. Then functional accounting, controlling. So all these modules, as you can see, they are all integrated one single system, that is SAP R3. And they are all related to each other. So what is the relation? It is like, suppose you are doing some changes in one module. So it will be automatically update the other modules. The data will be automatically updated in other modules. Okay. So how they are related with each other, and this is possible only in SAP. Fine. So that's why this is the you can say the most benefit part of using SAP system over other system, that Here, all the business processes are working together as a single unit. Okay. And of course, the information will be shared. So, data will be available for 24/7, and it is a real-time scenario. And you can say it is very fast, and it follows some standardization. Okay. Now, another benefit of SAP over other ERPs, I can say, see, when you are going to start doing the configurations in SAP ECC software, see, for doing all the SAP configuration, we use SAP ECC software. Okay, so there you will find this. There you can find all the modules all together. Okay, and in SAP, you will be finding that we can use multiple languages as well as multiple currencies. Okay, so multiple currencies as such, you can use different countries' currency and also different languages from other countries. So it is automatically a globalized one. Okay, so globalized implementation we use. So these are the benefits you can say. Then yes, it saves the time, so productivity will increase. Automatically the profit will increase. So these are the main benefits of using SAP R3, you can say, right? So this is your brief about SAP R3 system. Also, data duplicacy you will not find here. Okay. Here I have mentioned why it is successful. As I was explaining, it is a real-time process, then it is open, like each module can share some common information and it is visible to everyone. Only the data is restricted. Of course, it is a fully integrated process. As I said, all processes are in one system. Then it is a modular structure. Yes. Then we have yes, international, as I explained, how it is international, like we can use multiple currencies, multiple languages, so of course it is international. Then yes, 24/7 available. Yes. So these are the main benefits of SAP. Next, yes, see, I was talking about this multilingual, multi-languages, then we have multi-currencies, then it is secure information, like data will be secured, access will not be provided to others, okay, but it can be viewable. Then yes, of course, integrated, all the processes can work together in a single system. So why SAP is successful? These are the reasons. Okay, these are the reasons of it, why it is so successful worldwide. Right. So these are your benefits. Okay. Now, yes, I was telling you that there are some competitors, or you can say other ERPs in the market. So yes, you can see we have Oracle PeopleSoft, then we have Workforce. Now it is known as ADP. Then we have Workday HCM. Then we have Bamboo HR, Ceridian Dayforce. There are a lot of ERPs available in the market, fine. But SAP is the most beneficial among all these, and of course widely used. Okay. Now let me give you some brief about these modules. Okay, so that you can have some idea about other modules of SAP. See, here you can find FINCO. Now we use it as PICO. Okay, that is it is see, for all the financial accounting, or you can say for doing all the financial transaction in a company, we use it. SAP PICO is used. Then we have MM. MM is for material management. So what it does, it handles all the procurement and inventory functions. Inventory such as your purchasing of goods, then material storages, all the details regarding materials, right? Then we have PP. That is also another module we have that is for production planning. So what it does, it plans and controls the manufacturing activities of a company, right? Then we have SD, sales and distribution. So see, the all logistics parts it handles, okay? Like your sales order handling. Then we have distribution of the shipments to customers. Then the billing processes. Then customer invoice. So these parts will handle in SD. Then we have HR. See, now it is known as Human Capital Management 18. So what it does, it handles entire employee life cycle as well as payroll. Okay. So these modules are related to each other and also integrated with each other in SAP R3 system. Fine. So this is about your SAP R3 system. Now let's move to SAP landscape. So before moving to SAP landscape, I would like to explain about SAP projects first. This is when you are going for interview, you might face this question, like they will be asking you how many projects you have done, or whether you have done any implementation project or not. So let me explain you. There are 4 types of projects in SAP. Okay, first is your implementation project. Then we have support project. Then we have rollout project, and you can say least we use upgradation project. So mostly we use implementation project. Like when you are applying for a job, they will be asking you how many implementation you have done. So you have to answer like 1 or 2. Okay. Okay. So before explaining SAP project, I would like to say, see, the pedagogy, or you can say the pattern of my class will be, we will complete one project. Okay. And it will be completely a practical training, and we'll create one project so that after the course you can say yes, you have also done one implementation. Okay. And we'll be doing all the configuration, and it will be an end-to-end implementation project we'll be creating. So this will be the pedagogy. See, I can show you there is one thing I wanted to share. If you can see this, let me share you. There is, see, this is one project. This is the example. Just for your knowledge, I am showing you this. This is one of the projects. We will create a project like this. So this is a project blueprint, as you can say, or project report. So like this, we'll create one project. Okay. Now let's move to the presentation here. SAP projects, what I was going to talk. Okay. So now we have first one is your implementation project. So implementation project is what? Suppose a company is working on non-SAP ERPs. Means suppose they are using other ERPs for their business processes, and they want to move to SAP. So they are going to start SAP. So that time the project will be calling it as implementation project. And the mostly used methodology for project implementation is ASAP methodology. What is ASAP methodology? It is accelerated SAP methodology. So see, for doing implementation project only, we will be using some methods. Okay. And the most commonly used method is ASAP methodology. For other projects like your rollout projects or support projects, then upgradation project, we don't need any kind of methodology. Now, what is as ASAP methodology? See, in ASAP methodology, we go through 5 phases. Okay. So the first phase is your project preparation. So what we do in project preparation, suppose you are, see, once you get the project, like the project which you are going to do, so for that you need to gather some information from clients. Then you need to understand what about clients' requirements, then resources, then the project structure, then project budget. Okay. So that planning we can call it as project preparation. Fine. Now, the next part is your business blueprint. Now, what is the business blueprint? It is the preparation of documents of that particular deal, which you have done with the client. So that documentation, we call it a business blueprint, and it should be signed by the client. Now, third phase is realization. Realization is what? See, here in this phase, we'll be doing all the configuration as per client's requirements. So this is kind of your configuration phase, you can say, or the customization phase as per client's requirement. Then we have testing phase. So in testing phase, what we'll be doing? We'll be testing that configured data from realization phase. We'll be testing that configured data, or you can say the customized data, to check if any error is there. Okay. If any kind of error is there, what we'll do? We'll again move to the realization phase and we'll make those changes, or we'll correct those errors. Then again we'll move to testing phase. And here, testing will be done under different kind of test scenarios, okay? And those are mostly done by the technical consultant. Now, once the data becomes error-free, then your fifth phase is go live. So what is go live? See, go live is nothing but the project is ready to use, which we are going to share with the client. That is your last phase. So now, these are your 5 phases of ASAP methodology. So in interview, if anyone is asking you that how many implementation you have done, what is the method you used, you can mention, I have used ASAP methodology. And if they are asking what is ASAP methodology, you can talk about these 5 phases. First is project preparation, then your business blueprint, then we have realization, fourth is testing, and next is go live. Okay. Now, what is support project? See, support project is the project which is already implemented by some other vendor, okay, which is already ready. And now the client needs few changes, or they are getting some issues which they need to get corrected. So for that, so in that case, your company might get that project, okay, to support that project, okay. So that we call support project. So in company, how it will look like? See, you will be getting tickets on daily basis. So, and there will be some issues, and you will be getting some tickets to resolve those within certain time. So that is your support project. And in implementation project, what we do end-to-end things, like from gathering requirements from clients to your go live. So that is the difference. Then we have another project, that is your rollout project. See, rollout project is when client is expanding their business, okay. Like suppose they are already in India and now they are moving to, suppose, USA. So they are expanding their business units. So in that case, what will happen? They will be expanding their business. They will increase their business unit. So like this, our rollout. So that time we use rollout project. Now next is your upgradation project. So in upgradation project is what? It is very least we use. Okay, it is not used much, but just for your knowledge and sharing. Here you can also say it as migration project. So migration project is, it comes into picture when suppose the company is working on SAP ECC.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
Are you sharing this SAP landscape page or something else?
Yes, one second.
Because
now is it fine?
Yeah, the SAP landscape page, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
And one more
You
thing.
continue.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
If this meeting ends, then I'll restart. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. So then now we have upgradation project. So suppose one company is already working on SAP ECC software and the version is 5.0 and now they are moving to 6.0. The version is upgrading. So that time the upgradation project comes into picture. So that is your upgradation project. Now these are the SAP projects. So if anyone is asking you what are the projects, or if you know about SAP projects, you can say we have implementation project, then we have support project, then we have rollout project, and we have upgradation project. Now let's talk about SAP landscape. See, here you can find, SAP landscape is nothing but the servers. Okay. So it consists of 3 servers. One is your development server, next is your quality server, then your production server, PRD. So SAP landscape is all about these 3 servers. Now, what we do in development server? See, as I explained you earlier, we do realization phase, right? All the configurations, all the customization as per client's requirement. So those we take care in the development server. So it is the server where we do the customization or configuration as per company's requirement. Then next is your quality server. So what happens when the data is customized, then that customized data now will move to quality server. So in quality server, what happens? Data will be tested using different test scenarios to check if any error is there. So if any error is there, data will move to development server and the errors will be corrected. Then again it will move to the quality server. Then if everything looks fine, then it will move to the production server. So production server is nothing but your go live phase in ASAP methodology. So it is nothing, it contains the live data. Okay, it is a go live and we can call it that live data is in the production server. And what is live data? The finalized data after all the errors are checked, which we are going to share with the client. So that is your production server. So see, this is one of your interview questions. Many times they ask what is SAP landscape. So that time you should answer in this way that SAP landscape is nothing but these 3 servers: development server, quality server, and then production server. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. See, Okay, as I said earlier, for doing all the configurations in SAP, we will be using SAP ECC software. So it looks like this. This is your login screen. Okay, let me show you the software one. Let me try. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me log in and then share. See, this is the logon page. You can say SAP ECC logon. Logon page of your software. So this is the first thing you will be doing once you join the company. So you see, you can find here the client ID. Then you will get the user ID. Then you will get the password. Okay. So these are these will be given to you. These will be provided by the company. So let me try to log in first. Okay, see. Now, once you logged in, then this page will come. See, here you can find this. This is, see, here, this is your command bar. And in SAP HR, we are going to use lot of comments, okay? So here we'll put some comments, then we'll put enter. So it will directly take you to the configuration pages. Now we have menu bars here. So these are your menu bars. Okay. Then this is your entire screen bar, and this is your white one is your status. Status is what? Like suppose you save any data, it will show you data is saved. Then you have, suppose you have done some errors and you want to cancel the transaction, then you cancel and it will show you here. See, transaction is cancelled. Then if you do any errors, if you get any errors, that also it will show here, that that error it will show you. This is your status bar. See, suppose just for an example, I'm showing you this. This is one of the SAP HR comments which we are going to use further. See, if I enter, see, SAP reference IMG, and it will take you directly to the configuration page. So this is the page. So here a lot of things are there. So whatever we require, we are going to do all the configurations here. Okay, so just for the knowledge, I just show you this. Later, like once we start doing the configurations, I will show you how to do that. These are your menu bars. Okay. So now let's move to the slide. So yes, this is your SAP logon screen. As I said earlier, as I showed you, see, this is your client ID, then user ID, then password. Next, you will get this one, your comment field menu bar, then your status bar. Okay, now here are some icons which we are going to mostly use in SAP HR while doing all the configuration. See, here it is enter key. This is for enter, then this is for save, saving the data. Then using this icon, you can go back, or you can mention F3. Then this is for exit system task. Suppose you want to exit from the current task, you can use this. Then this is for cancel transaction. Then this is for print. This is for search. Then like this first page, previous page, last page. So these are these icons these are the shortcuts we mostly use while doing all the configurations. Okay. So this is your SAP ECC. Okay, now let's talk about the SAP HR. See, these are the main modules of SAP HR. See, we have personnel management, Then we have organizational management. Then we have time management, payroll, travel management. See, here I left. Okay. These are the modules of SAP HR. So, as I say, see, we have organizational management. We call it as OM. Then we have personnel management as PA. We call it as PA. Then we have travel management. This is then we have payroll, then time management, then personnel development, PD. So these are the modules of SAP which HR. See, there are other modules too, like we have benefits, recruitment, but mostly we use organizational management, PD, personal development, personal management, payroll and time management. Rest, it depends actually on the company whether those modules are already integrated in SAP or not. So, but these modules are important, most important modules. Now, let's go to the next slide. So here, yes, this is the SAP HR process. Okay. See, in HR, how we work, SAP HR follows the same theory, only the difference is there will be configurations, like configurations for everything. Like if you are hire an employee, for that you have configurations. Then if you are entering employees' personal details, for that also you have to do the configurations. So theory wise, it is kind of same, or you can say related to each other, but there are info types for everything, for your address, for your bank account details, for everything we have info types, and we have to do the configurations according to that. So now what is info type, that I'll explain you once the class starts. Okay. So now see here let me give a brief about it. See, here what happens, once we plan any job or position, for then what we do, first we do the planning, right? That we have this job or position, for that we need to do hiring. So then we start doing the recruitment. So for that we apply a lot of strategies. For doing that recruitment, we do vacancy planning, like what are the things we need for the recruitment. Then once the recruitment is done and the employee joined the organization, then what we do, we upload all the employees' information. See, in SAP HR, when we are uploading all the employees' information, that we call it as master data. So master data plays a very crucial role in SAP HR, because your payroll data, your time management data, all are dependent on your master data. Even in audit also, they check if they get any error, then they check your master data first to see whether you have done any error. So you have to be very very careful while doing the master data configuration. Okay, that is the most important part. Then we have additional data benefit info, like once the person joined the company, then company might provide some benefits, right? So that we store in benefits. Then we have time and attendance. It's all about your attendance, absences, your quota. So we maintain all those data in time management. Then we have travel. It's nothing like when an employee travels to another location or any business trip, they're going for any business trip. So those parts we take care in the travel. Then we have payroll. It's nothing but your salary. So here, like all your salary slip settings, like we have basic pay, then we have bonus, then all the deductions, loans, everything we take care in the payroll. And also, yes, payroll run also. Then Yes, we have career planning, employee training. See, suppose now if any employee needs any training to for upgradation of themselves, then that will be provided by the company, right? So those things we maintain in employee training, or you can say in career planning modules. Then yes, we have qualification updates, like suppose there are grade changes, or they have updated their educational qualifications. Those things we take care in the qualification update. Then yes, we have promotion. You can, if any employee is getting high, any kind of promotion, that we maintain in SAP HR. Then salary increment we mention. Then retirement, on retirement, if they are getting any gratuity. So those parts, all everything we maintain in SAP HR. But for each process or each activity, we have configurations. That is the difference. Now, let's move to the next slide. Yes. See, I was talking about organizational management. This is one of your modules. So what we'll do here, in company we have some reporting structures, right? Like CEO, then we have VP, then senior managers, then we have executive, senior executive. So that structure we prepare in the organizational management, or you can say OM module. Okay. And here mostly we follow like OST part. Now what is OST part? It's basically the relation, will maintaining some relations here, that is between organizational unit, position and job. Now, this I'll explain in detail when I start the class, or when I start the OM module, okay? But this is just a brief I'm sharing with you, that these are the things we'll be maintaining in OM, organizational management. So you can find, yes, then we can get all vacancy related reports from here. Yes, reporting relationships, this we maintain here. Then we maintain job. Org units is nothing but your departments. So these we take care in the organizational management. Then we have PD, personal development master data. So here what we do, we assign some cost centers, then we assign some persons to that particular positions as per the requirement. Then these are all your PD. Then we will have, here it is master data, which I was talking before. Their family and employees' family details, then their address, then personal data, they are like name, first surname, then their contact number, email address, and everything, their address, then qualification, then working time, hours, then their pay area, their bank account details, organizational hierarchies of that employee. Everything we call it as master data in SAP, and this is mostly, this is the module, it is your PA module, personal administration module, we call it as master data. See here, yes, these are the things which we are going to do in the personal administration configuration. So just a brief idea, like we'll be creating employee group, employee subgroup. So employee group is nothing, like whether the employee is active or trainee, like that. Then subgroup is whether is manager or reporting to somebody. So those things, then we will create personal areas, sub areas, areas as such, what are the location company are into, like we have Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Pune. So these will be your personal areas. Then we'll have personal sub areas. What are those? Like suppose in Delhi, the company is located in 4 locations. So those sub areas, those are sub areas. So like this, we'll be doing the configuration in personal administration. Then we have, PA master data, C master data, I was talking, education, family details. Then yes, if any employee's contract, then their contract details. So for everything we have info types. So that will be maintaining, and it will be info type configuration. So I'll be I'll explain in detail when I start covering these modules. Okay. Now I'm just giving a very brief idea. Yes. Now we have time management. See, in time management, what we'll do all the absences, then attendances, then working hours. Then we follow some rules here, work schedule rules that we'll be understanding here. Then we'll create holiday calendar, like a calendar that we'll do here. Okay, so these are about your time management. Then we have absence quotas, attendance quotas. This will learn in time management. Then lastly, we have payroll. So see, here in payroll, we have lot of rules. Okay. So before starting the payroll, we started. So I'll explain in detail once we start payroll. Just for your knowledge and sharing few things, like suppose you want to run payroll for an employee, then that time you have to if you are running for that, then your master data will be locked. You will not be able to edit anything on master data once you check payroll run. So what you have to do, you have to uncheck that for editing the master data. So that is so there are certain rules. Then there are payroll areas. So we have to take care of that also. So those parts I'll be explaining in detail when I start payroll module. Now, yes, this is the brief about the payroll here. We'll be creating payroll areas, then control record will be creating, then we have date modifiers, period modifiers, we have pay scale type, area, there are a lot of things, then wage type characteristics will be there. We'll be handling some CSS in payroll. So everything I'll be explaining in detail when we'll go through the modules, okay? So this is the brief overview about SAP HR. So you will learn more once I start in detail. So now let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. So do you have any doubts or anything you want to?
No, ma'am. It's pretty clear. You explained it very well. Ma'am, just one question related to the certification. Can you give some details about the certification and how important it is?
Sure. See, I am a certified consultant, and see, once your course is completed from this institute, you will be getting one course completion certificate. Fine. But that does not mean that you are a certified consultant. Certified consultant means you have to sit for the certification exam that is provided by the SAP. So you have to register there, and there you have to give that examination. The code for SAP HCM is C_THR12_67. That is the code for your certification. So once you pass that examination, then you will be called as SAP Certified Consultant. So the certification will be provided by SAP and you will be globally certified. But yes, and the certification exams, it will be completely MCQ type of questions will be there. It's not any kind of big questions you will be getting. It's all about your MCQ questions. Fine?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So let's end this session here and hope to meet you soon once our class starts. Okay?
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.